Okay, foraged shroom ID time, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 varieties to have a look at. And so, let's make our way through them then, shall we? So this one evidently is Amonita by the vulva, and so it's very blushing, white gills with a blushing cap, quite purple on the stipe. That one, I can only assume that it's the same thing, because I can't find any Amonita with such a coloured cap. And so we float through these. Now we've gone on to the parasols. Okay, so here we've got the Amonita rubensis, or the blusher, and so when we look at that cap there, we are pretty similar there. It's difficult to tell. This one's an old one, it's almost gone over, so it's darker. When they start off young like this, they're not pronounced like that, and so I would think that that probably isn't a rubensis blusher, but no, what's it called? Yeah, rubensis. But then when we look for what it could be, death cap, destroying angel, and all of a sudden we're out of the Amonitas. So, well, not to dwell on that, let's move on. And the next identification is we've got these Amethyst deceivers, and I've got a nice little bunch of them there. They're an edible, supposed to be very nice. And here is this one. They're a little bit darker, but they're broad in their gill, and they are decurrent, and they're all twisty, and they're purple. And let me see if I can get another one. Yeah, well, unless I come upon anything else which is a little bit darker, I'm assuming they're Amethyst deceivers. Now they are much darker, aren't they? They are much darker. And so keep open-minded about that. And now this is the regular deceiver that I found the other day. All of a sudden we've gone, no. Okay, well, I'll have to keep open-minded about that. I won't go frying them up. Now, let me see the next one. Okay, I think I'm way back here. Here, yeah, okay, so I've got some more of these. Now, I thought, well, these brown roll rims, and so there's the brown roll rim, with a comparison there. But these are much darker, and I think, well, on the basis of that, I think we need to look somewhere else for this one. And so what I did was I consulted another book, and in here I found okay, this one here, which is the rousa filia, and that's a poisonous one. And so let's just go and get that one. So that one is this one in its cap version. And then put them down there. This book here, you know, you only get like a couple of shots. You don't get a cut in or anything like that. But that one there, I'll be pretty confident, is that one. And pretty confident it's a rousa in any case. They're very light, brittle mushroom. Oh, if only I had a cameraman, really. It's just, I need another hand. I think evolution should give us another hand, because 2 hands just isn't ample. And so what else did I have here? Right, I've got this one here, the ugly milk cap. And I'm thinking, okay, I think you fit the bill there, buddy. You're pretty ugly to me. And I'm thinking, well, yes, because white gills, rolled over cap, whitish dull stipe, whitish dull stipe. And so milk cap, I would think, because they've got this kind of like serrated edge a little bit on the side, like all these milk caps tend to have, and they have an indentation on the top there. You see that? And then another version of it, a little bit more open, is there, and you can see that it's got some, you know, concentric circles in there in the cap. Funny, because when I'm looking through the camera I can't get it in good light. There, like that. And so chances are it's the ugly milk cap. And then we have wood bluets, a nice selection of very nice coloured wood bluets, only they've been a bit chewed up, but they've got the beautiful mauve stipe and very mauve gills. This is a lepista mushroom, and there's 3 varieties of it, by the way. There's the wood bluet, the field bluet, and then just another one which is called lepista something. Then we've got these mushrooms that I found the other day, and they're beautiful mushrooms, they're edible, and they, for those of us that remember, oh, let me just put this down, it's just ridiculous. This one here, Clytoside geotropa. Clytoside geotropa, can we see that there? Yes, we can. So let's have a look at those then. We've got 3 versions of it. We've got this version, which is you know, pretty unmistakable. Then we've got the bigger version, and then we got it from the top, so pretty identical, I would say. So they're in a good state to eat, and so I might taste those. Then we have the famous Amonita muscaria, and then this thing here, which I don't know, but the thing is about this one, it's got like this almost a two-leg stipe thing going on, and it's hollow and soggy. You can see it's breaking away, and it's a soggy affair, the whole thing. I'm not even going to bother trying to ID that one, just pretty nondescript. But this hollow thing going on there. These, I don't know, probably some sort of Cortinarius, look very Cortinarius to me. But this one here, these were all growing out of the base of a tree, and I would think it was most likely an oak tree. I've forgotten to take note. It was either an oak tree or a birch tree, silver birch. And so we've got very yellow on the gills there, and we've got crowded gills, and we've got adnate, and we've got a little bit shaggy on the stipe, and a little bit shaggy on the cap. Very yellow, orangey, rusty, and this one very yellow under there, and yellow on the stipe. So we've got a lot of yellow stuff going on. And so if we place that one there, then I found one, and it was like some variety of rust cap. Now first I thought maybe this scaly web cap there. Here's another picture of the scaly web cap. And when we look at that one and that one, we think, wow, well, I'll go with that. But then this one, it says about gills, light violet, becoming reddish brown. Well, these gills are yellow, so we've got to look for another one. And so I came upon the scaly rust gill, which is that one there. And then when we look at the rust gills, they're kind of yellowy underneath, not that much. They're growing out of trees, this variety of thing. So I'm thinking that most likely it's a rust gill or something of that nature. It's a Cortinariaceae family. And so, you know, we can keep looking through books and books and books, and it's kind of like, well, if I come upon some more, like these here, can you see here, left it there, growing out of trees, I mean, could be that one, the shaggy scaly cap. Let's have a look at that one. Now then, we've got another one here, and this one is, you know, growing up bent like that because they come from a root, the base of a tree, and they start heading up like this, and so it's very much like that one. And so you see, there's so many, you know, similes. And what do you say about that shaggy, scaly cap? Shaggy scaly cap. Gills, pale yellow, maturing rust brown. Okay, well I think this is that then. They're pale yellow, and well, they would have been paler if it was a younger, but they're heading brown, you see, look, they're heading brown because it's going over. And so I think that's it then, the shaggy scaly cap in the Strophyriaceae. What the fuck, all these words, Strophyriaceae or some shit. Shaggy scaly cap will do me. So happy with that. That's nice. So there's loads of these around, and you know, I've never seen one of these before, and I'm kind of like, well, that was exciting to find. You know, they look worse for wear now because they've been in my bag for 2 or 3 hours, and they're a bit crumpled, and you know, they don't look vibrant and lifelike anymore, which is sad. But got to bring them back to ID, otherwise you spend forever in the field. So another day's foraging. Yeah, happy to find some. I think probably these are amethyst deceivers, but they're all looking a bit rank, aren't they? They're all looking very old and dark, and we know that mushrooms go old and brown and shit like that. And so, if anybody's got any ideas about that, now this ugly milk cap, do we say it was a milk cap? Ugly milk cap. Yeah, it's pretty ugly to me. And then we've got these ones. It's very annoying, very annoying. Trying to do all this shit. This one here, rousa. Okay, so I'm happy that that's a rousa. So I found some rousa failure, and they're poisonous. We won't want to be eating any of them. And then we found some shaggy yellow shit. Then we found some ugly brown shit. Then we found some dirty smelly shit. So oh my god. You know, when you find mushrooms in the prime, they are a beautiful thing. They are. They really are a wonderful thing. But like everything, it's like people. When you get them old, they look nasty. And oh my god, that one is one ugly motherfucker. Yes, good name, ugly. And so I'm going to dry those caps out, and then I'm going to boil them up and drink the water. I'll probably just fry those up, clean them up and fry them up just to try them. And then other than that's it. So it's another decent day's foraging, a little bit more knowledge and experience, and a very joyful afternoon in the woods with all this wonderful fungi. And so there you have it, guys and girls. But I did like that one. I really enjoyed finding that one, or those. There was like, you know, 20 or 30 of them, and there's quite a lot of them around. And in this particular place where me and Mr. Nobody go, you can see I wasn't even trying. If I was trying on a day, I'd actually fill, you know, 2 shopping carts, because there's just such a wide variety, and they're everywhere. So, okay, before we finish up, now these ones, these rousa, I think they're sometimes called brittle gill, because they do this. So we can see that that is a brittle gill. And then when we compromise the mushroom, we can see that the whole thing is very brittle and just breaks up into stuff like that. With that one there, just a soggy affair, and I don't know what that one is. This one here, again, I think, you know, they're very, very brittle. These are, and just dry, and they're not. They don't have a lot of moisture, and you see, there's no moisture there. It's just kind of dry. Whereas these, they hold a lot more moisture. And mind you, that one, even that one's starting to get very brittle in the gill. So, oh, what can you say? You know, it's a minefield with all this stuff, people. This one in particular, let's have a look at this one. What do these gills do? They're more rubbery. They're more firm and in place, with a little bit of firm agitation that can really start to work them off. What's this one here? Very soggy thing with very broad gills, all mushy and horrible. These, I'm just going to cut this one down just for science and see if that discolours any shape or form. These mushrooms, when we cut those down, they should be beautiful and white inside. And to be fair, I'm a bit tired of eating mushrooms. Really, I am. And so I don't think I'm going to be eating any. Let's have a look about this. I've still got a fridge full of them. There's only so much mushroom eating you can, yeah, beautiful and white inside. And there's a little bit of a creamy edge to them. And so there is, and it's spongy inside. Very spongy. And let's see, what does the smell like? Yeah. The rubbery and a bit brittle. They smell pleasant, as if you could eat them. That's a pleasant mushroom. I will eat them at some stage, like this one. This one, that's a much better tasting mushroom, really. This one. I think I've probably gone off them, to be fair. I've eaten too much in recent times. Let's have a look at the old Amonita. So it tastes like. That one tastes pleasant. Now, apparently you're supposed to be able to eat about 15 kilos of them before they kill you anyway, so there's no bother about them. You can actually eat them if you boil them up for 20 minutes to boil out the ibotenic acid. Then that mushroom's edible. Gonna cut this one down because I just like to see if the discolour and what's going on inside, because it's all adds to the ID, and then you get to see how the gills sit here and how the shape of the cap, and so that's got some yellow stuff going on. And then when we look in our books, we have things like this, and they tell us what these are called. And so if I hold that one up, well, that one looks like that. It's called a sinuate. It goes up and down, whereas this one, an adnate, just goes over like an umbrella, distant from the stipe if these gills aren't right on the stipe, if they're back there a little bit. Adnext, I don't really know what that adnext one means. What one's this one? This one is the ugly milk cap. Again, it's I would think it's a sinuate mushroom, because it's got what's this called, an umbro in the middle, is it? I don't know. Let me have a look. So much stuff to know. Okay, so umbonate. This one is umbilicate. If it's got a dent in the top, umbilicate, umbonate. Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired of all this shit. There's you know, there's all these different varieties of gills that you've got to check. That's a distant. This is different lengths, it's called, because they are different lengths. And this one is forked because they're a little bit forked. This one's crowded. And so, well, let's have a look at them then. We can see what's this one doing. This one seems to be different lengths, so it's kind of like falls into this category here. That one. This one here is crowded, it's very much like this one. And so you can see that they're all grouped together. What else we got? This one, of course, is like this one, decurrent, when the gills come down the stipe. And so they're very, very easy to discern, the decurrent. And then that one actually it's a Cortinarius. Well, you know, it all depends if you're just interested in all this stuff. And you know, I was talking to Mr. Nobody today, and it's kind of like, well, you know, I'm fascinated by the details. I always have been attracted by the details, and so this is a wonderful thing for me. Trees and fungi, it keeps me very, very busy, and you know, leaves and bark and twigs and branches and all that stuff. Alright then, I've got to clear this mess up and wipe down these surfaces and chill, baby.